hidden fees.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. We are live on 96.9 The Game, streaming everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You are in the zone. The show of the Orlando sports fan. Your host, Brandon Kravitz here, joined by my co-host and producer. He is Sweet Tea Tyler Karen. Hit us up on the Mills Air text line at 50857. Prize today, we got another pair of Magic tickets to give away. Magic Mavericks. That is the prize. That game coming up in about 7 days over at the Kia Center next Thursday night, in fact. So almost an entire week from now. Your shot to win coming up at 4:50 p.m. during tea time, presented by WonderFan. We are streaming on Twitter right now, our new video feature for this show, just a portion of the show. At Brandon Kravitz, at 96.9 Game On is how you can find the video feed. If you are watching this feed, just know that the feed will cut off after the first segment. That is intentional, but we are on live. We're on 96.9 The Game, AM 740, the iHeartRadio app until 6:30 p.m. So you can find us there. Just wanted to pop on and say hello to everybody with the new video feature that we've got going on. Also, these segments are archived and found on the Zoneheads Media YouTube page if you want to go and check them out after the fact. It is a Magic game day. Magic versus Rockets back at home. It'll be good to be back at the Kia Center. I am here at the 96.9 The Game studios right now. They'll make my way magically to the Kia Center in a couple of hours, but we have more baseball on early this morning. I mean, now I'm just getting spoiled. I expect there to be high-level regular season Major League Baseball being played at 6 a.m. every day while I'm drinking my coffee. My kid got up. He went straight to the bedroom. He said, "Can I watch Paw Patrol?" which is usually the first thing out of his mouth. And so we popped that on in the bedroom, and I said, I'll be right back. Dad slipped out to the living room to catch the first inning of Dodgers and Cubs. Tyler, I imagine that you, being the early riser that you are, were also locked in throughout Cubs Dodgers round 2.
The MLB diehard that I am, across the league, of course. I covered the league with the best of them.
And the early riser that I am, a good combination of why I was locked in on round 2 of the Tokyo series between the Cubs and the Dodgers. No, I was not. I saw Shohei hit a home run. From what I hear, it was the game today that I was hoping for yesterday. Home run from Shohei, some explosion, a lot of offense.
You know what I say? You got to wet the whistle a little bit, get the nerves out, and then that's when the offense starts to roll in. So hopefully you didn't just blindly tail the MLB unders that I love to bet, because I said you got to stay away. You don't want to get your hand caught in the cookie jar, because then that ruins the winnings. So hopefully you didn't do that. Tyler's voice has sounded better.
Yeah.
I hear him. I see him right now shaking his head in disbelief that once again, the kids that he coaches in basketball have once again gotten to him. I thought you were going to stop yelling at these kids.
I thought
that's not the case.
I thought so too. It was a great day yesterday. Very low volume that I was using. I was able to kind of demonstrate and teach while containing myself. The youngins got me today. It was the last 30 minutes, a 3-hour session. It was the last 30 minutes of camp.
You had to really lay into them.
The kids really lost focus. Jamal Mosley and I, just two of the same. I couldn't help myself. So that's when it really got me. I feel like I sounded fine leaving camp, and then I didn't talk for 3 hours. And now here we are. So hopefully I'm still warming things up. Tomorrow I'm not going to say a word. Tomorrow's the last day of camp. We have Thursday off from the show. I'm not saying a word.
all day tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow you and I enter our separate monasteries where we will be cocooned in our web of enough of the insect and monk analogies, but we are not leaving our abodes tomorrow. And I regret to inform you that my son was up coughing all night. I feel like I'm making this up. Yesterday, this was a big portion of the show. I said, burn sage, guzzle vitamin C, pray to the gods, whatever it is you do. I need your help so that my son is not sick on Thursday when I have the house and the day all to myself. And I can just sit back and watch college basketball uninterrupted with bets galore. And this kid was up all night coughing. Clockwork. The second you need peace, here comes a kid with a virus. So hopefully it's just allergies. We're getting it checked out, and we'll see what we end up with. But right now, I'm a little bit nervous. A little nervous about tomorrow.
Yeah,
my kid sounds like you.
That's a tough situation right there when a 5-year-old sounds like a 40-year smoker coughing out the lung from what I hear. This is where you look at the school and say, listen, he needs the quarantine. Find a closet, give him some kind of screen, give him some food and water, keep him away from the other kids. But I can't take him today. It's your problem.
Hey, listen, Miss Teacher. Okay, I've got college basketball to watch. Lock my kid in a closet. I don't know that I can open with that. Well, let's start the show off with a bang, shall we? It is time for our premium picks. Premium picks presented by Bettor Edge, the premier social betting marketplace. Create a better online betting community with Bettor Edge, the 2022 Sports Business Rising Star of the Year. They are the premier social betting marketplace. I've used Bettor Edge for years, and I have never regretted a minute of it. Better payouts, better prices on all of your bets. And every week, they are the presenting sponsor for our premium picks. These are also found on Twitter, just like our live video feed. You can find me at Brandon Kravitz. 3 polls, two options apiece. We put Tyler's brain into a pretzel. Let's start. How confident do you feel about your bracket heading into March Madness? Super confident or super pessimistic? And confused would be in the pessimistic column. Anything but confident is in the other. I was struggling to how to describe that second emotion, but where are you at? Super confident, don't want to change a thing, or are you in waffle mode?
BK, I have changed my pick to my entire bracket more times over the last 3 days than what one can possibly imagine. Generally, I would recommend listening to one of our podcasts, In the Zone Best of the Best, by the way. But any podcast where I'm giving out my March Madness picks, they've gone back and forth all week, and that's the truth behind it. If you feel too confident heading in to your March Madness bracket, I applaud you, while also I shed a tear for you, because this tournament will break your soul. So, no, I am not confident. You can do all the digging, have all the numbers, all the trends, the most knowledge of these teams. The March Madness bracket is so special because of the craziness that it ensues. You should never be too confident heading into opening weekend.
Isn't it amazing that we always do this to ourselves as sports fans too? We fill out these brackets, we tie ourselves to them, we tie our confidence to them, our sports acumen to them, and then every year, within 2 days, they have been completely blown to hell. And then we come back the next year and we cannot wait to experience it again. But you're 100% right. If you feel super confident, this is the first time you've ever filled out a bracket. Super pessimistic right now is winning with 64% of the vote. Question number 2. Who should be the betting favorite heading into the Masters in April? Rory McIlroy or Scotty Scheffler? Scotty is the best golfer in the world, but Scotty has not been playing his best golf as of late. By his standards, he's been struggling. He's been still doing better than most. But Rory's hot right now. He's won 2 times already this year. He won at the Players. It feels like he's completely locked in, and this is the one that he has not been able to secure yet. Who do you think should be the betting favorite? If you were an odds maker, if you're setting the lines, who do you have as the betting favorite heading into Augusta?
I'm going to go with Scottie Scheffler here. Rory, in his career at the Masters, he's only missed 3 cuts. He finished second in 2022, averaged round score of 71.6. Those numbers simply aren't enough to get it done. And what Scottie Scheffler did last year by winning so many tournaments, and I think the numbers were winning a certain amount of tournaments before the Masters was part of the genius of Scottie's season last year. It hadn't been done since Tiger Woods. And Rory McIlroy will go down as one of the greater golfers of all time. I don't know if he's able, it's because of longevity success, not because of putting together seasons like Tiger Woods did in the early 2000s and what Scottie Scheffler did a season ago. Getting a third win would be outrageous this early into the year, even by the Masters for Rory McIlroy. Scottie, on the other hand, you're right, has been playing his best golf. 2 top 10 finishes on the year. He was tied for 20th last week at the Players. Did have a 3rd overall finish at the Genesis Invitational. Let me know if there's any consistency here. If this is a pattern you buy into. Look at Scottie on the season. 9th at Pebble Beach, 25th at Waste Management, 3rd at the Genesis. Those were in 3 consecutive weekends. Then it was a 3-week break leading up to the Arnold Palmer, where he tied for 11th. He was 20th at the Players last week, and now he plays a 3rd consecutive weekend of golf. Or, I'm sorry, this won't be 3rd consecutive. Mixing up questions.
Yeah, I know. Because it's the Valspars this weekend, but I understand your point.
So let's get rid of that and just put the fact that it's Scottie Scheffler.
But I think that's the next time that he's going to play. I don't think he's going to play at Valspar. I'll have to look into that. I would be surprised. A lot of the top guys don't play because they're getting ready for the Masters.
I will throw away that mindset. At the end of the day, this is Scottie Scheffler, who has seemed to master this course. 2 wins in the last 3 years. I'll take Scottie as what should be the betting favorite heading into the Masters.
He has won this thing twice, as you mentioned, but Rory's playing so well, and Rory and Scottie are usually pretty close when it comes to the odds. So I actually think Scottie should be right behind Rory in this one. All right, let's wrap with the final question in our premium picks. How close do you have to be to somebody? How close does someone have to be that's behind you in order for you to hold the door for them? Now, we got people all worked up with my shopping cart, my grocery shopping cart etiquette, that sometimes, I would say 15% of the time, I will leave the cart somewhere other than the cart return. It sent the text line into an absolute tizzy, absolute mayhem, and I feel like I'm doing the good people of Publix and Target and Walmart a service. Here you are. You get to collect the carts. That would be my favorite part of the job. But most people don't feel that way. Now, let's see if we can get people all worked up again. How close does someone have to be behind you in order for you to open the door or leave the door open for them? You're holding it for them. 3 to 10 feet or 10 to 20 feet? What's your range?
I don't think that this one is quite as controversial as what the whole shopping cart incident could be. I'm probably too generous of a door holder. If you're at that 20 feet mark and we make eye contact, I see you, I won't even do the pickle of like, I'm going in, I'm going out, I don't know what to do, and then you're too close and you're either shoving the door in their face or waiting an extra 2 seconds. If I see someone coming behind me, I'm probably holding it. I think there's levels to it too. If it is a sidewalk, leave it leading up to a parking lot, I think generally there is enough space between the door and the parking lot of whatever building you're going into that if that person is still in the parking lot and has not yet stepped onto the sidewalk, you have no obligation to hold that door.
So it's more about the sidewalk size than it is about the actual length. This is definitely not cut and dry. This is very nuanced. It depends. Is somebody walking in with you? You know, are you because then is it on them? Maybe you're thinking, hey, well, you do it. You know, there's a lot of different factors here, and I think it depends. Like there's a drop off at my kid's school where there's always a conveyor belt of people coming in. There's just a line. So in that situation, 20 feet away is a ridiculously long ways away, especially when you have a little one that you're corralling. So no. But if I'm just by myself at a store or something, yeah, I think 20 feet sounds about right. I thought maybe I could get you to be the bad guy, but no. Mr. Tyler's so nice.
This is a generous dude over here.
Our premium picks presented by Bettor Edge. Go and check them out for yourself, and make sure you use the promo code BeatBrandon at sign up whenever you head to bettoredge.com. If you've never signed up before, they'll give you $20 on the house just for trying it out, and then you can bet on all these NCAA tournament games. More in the Zone coming up next.
Want to hear that again? Search In the Zone in the iHeartRadio app and subscribe to the podcast.